everybody, welcome back to another episode on Kristie vs. Kitchen. Now today is Valentine's Day, so I decided it would be really fun to make some homemade candy, more specifically Butterfingers. Last year I attempted to make my favorite candy bar, which is Twix, and I'm gonna say that was a really fun experience. So I looked online to find a really good recipe that I think would be really easy for you, hopefully really easy for me. You really only need 3 ingredients. You need some candy corn, you need some peanut butter. I opted for the crunchy, and you need some semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use candy melts, but I didn't want to. I had plenty of chocolate chips to use, so I'm just going to be combining a little bit of coconut oil and chocolate chips. So we will be working at the majority at the stove, so let's just go ahead and get the ingredients ready. So first you need 1 cup of candy corn. I love candy corn. That's also a hidden talent. So we're gonna take 1 cup of candy corn and then 1 cup of peanut butter. Nothing like a fresh jar of peanut butter. I opted for crunchy. I'm just gonna tell you this really quickly. You can use smooth, but I opted for crunchy because Butterfingers do have a crunch to it, and I'm thinking maybe this will give it that crunch flavor, but who knows. We're just gonna move over to the stove and melt this down. I'm just gonna read quickly what temp it should be melting at. Let's see, low medium heat until melted and creamy. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes to start to heat up. So while we're waiting, we're going to line an 8x8 pan. Simple, pretty easy so far. I'm here for it, I'm here for it. Okay, as you can see, the candy corns have melted. You can see the peanuts. This is crazy. Okay, this is done. It's the exact color of Butterfinger, so I'm just gonna pop it into this pan. I can't believe that worked. That's crazy. All right, now I'm just going to spread it out evenly into the pan. Okay, now I'm gonna put it into the freezer to speed cool, and while it's cooling, we are going to get the chocolate ready. Okay, next we are just gonna add some semi-sweet chunks, and I'm honestly not even gonna measure this because I want more chocolate than not to be able to cover these. So I'm gonna start melting this, and then I'll add some coconut oil. If you didn't know this already, coconut oil makes chocolate very easy to work with, and when chocolate cools, the coconut oil keeps it still workable, I guess you could say. So that's where I'm gonna start. So I'm just gonna start microwaving at about like maybe 30-second and 1-minute intervals. Just pull these out of the freezer. They've cooled down enough. Yeah, so we are going to slice them into candy bar sizes, dip them, let that cool a little bit, and then we're gonna try them. Super easy. I think from start to finish, it's been about 20 minutes so far. Like that's like, it's pretty solid. These are sick. Those literally look like the size of a candy bar. All right, so the chocolate bars are done. We're just gonna let them settle, and then we're gonna try them. I'm really excited. It smells amazing. They look like candy bars, but of course it's always gonna come down to taste. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. So I've kept these in the fridge. I had set out a couple to see how the chocolate would do. This recipe, you would need to keep these candy bars refrigerated because the chocolate does get soft again at room temperature. So that's just my little note for that. But overall, they look really, really amazing. I mean, for a homemade candy bar, I'm really impressed with these. So let's go ahead and try them. So this is the 3-ingredient Butterfinger. Here we go. Oh my gosh. So I was not expecting the texture to be so similar to an actual Butterfinger. Butterfingers, if you've never had one, when you bite into them, there is a crunch to it, and it almost has a taffy effect in the fact that it gets stuck in your teeth when you chew it. But as far as flavor and texture goes, this is a very, very close copycat to an actual Butterfinger. I'm a little taken back. I didn't think it was gonna be as easy or taste as good as it does. So this is a recipe I highly recommend you try if you really want to wow your friends. Thank you so much for watching another episode on Kristie vs. Kitchen. Make sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you next time. Cheers. Can you hear that crunch?